Okay, everybody, welcome to Module 11, Learning in the Brain, and our last module for the semester. As usual, you will download the response sheet, which has all the links and response places you need, along with a Dropbox to upload your response sheet when you're done. You'll also be doing a reflection on the course as a whole and a Padlet I'll get to in a minute. So first, let me just walk you through a little bit about this week. There's an overview video about just basic information on the brain and learning, and then a little cheat sheet here and a quick article. You can pick one. This is just a nice site. I wanted to give you an overview, so pick one of these to look at. And then we're going to take a look at some of the work by Mary Helen Immordino-Yang, who wrote this book, is how I found her first, which I obviously really liked because there's lots of tabs here. But it's basically looking at neuroscience and the affective part of learning. She started off as a middle school classroom teacher in an urban school in Boston and discovered how important affect was to her kids' learning and their engagement, and decided to research that more thoroughly. So got her PhD at Harvard and now works at USC in the School of Education. So she looks at this through the filter of how can we as educators support learners better by getting them more connected, all through the lens of neuroscience. So it's really interesting stuff. She has an online class for educators, anybody that can take it, it's free, but geared for educators. So that's what we're going to look at in this module. There's 5 or 6 units. We're going to just look at one of them. We're looking at 5 out of the 6 sections of this unit. And you don't need to take tons of time with this, but I just wanted you to walk through a little, get a sense of what's there. Each one has 1 or 2 or more videos of some written description. I skipped section 3, but feel free to just do a quick look at it because it's interesting about mirror neurons. Anyway, so you'll walk through that, and then you're going to pick another unit that you're just going to click through and just get a sense of what's in there. And I'm hoping that if you guys are so interested, you'll come back this summer and take a deeper look at this. And I highly recommend you order the book. Then there's this little chart on sleep in the brain, which I think is significant, so take a look at that since most of us probably are sleep deprived, certainly at this time in the semester. And finally, I'd like to reflect on the course as a whole. So here's some of the key topics we covered, some of the assignments. Consider what worked, what you got out of it, what are you walking away with. And also, if you think there are issues in education that we haven't covered, feel free to make suggestions of things we should add for the next round. Finally, I mentioned in our debate that I would like some feedback on the course delivery, since this was my first online course, so feel free to post to the Padlet I have linked here. Keep it anonymous. I don't need to know who you are. I would just like some input on what worked, what should I revise for next time, and so forth. So here's your checklist. Make sure you upload this response document by next Tuesday at midnight and respond to the blog by then. Your district profile is also due by next week, both uploaded to TaskStream and the Dropbox. And finally, you're going to watch and respond to at least 2 other district profiles, but I'd like you to have that done by next Sunday, or 2 weeks from Sunday, May 21st, so I can get started with final grading. A final note, I sent out an email about this inaugural Neurodiversity Symposium. If any of you are interested, let me know. If some of you had asked me about extra credit, if you'd missed some points in the class, this might be a way to earn some extra points. So if you think you'd like to come, let me know and we can get you reserved. Also, I'm doing a brain balancing workshop on Wednesday, June 7th on campus from 5 to 7 p.m. So if you're interested in that, contact me as well. Have a good week.